federal election campaign winds down in the final days, it seems the Prime Minister and his Liberal Party are doing their level best to not get elected. Why would they choose this week to escalate their battle with the Ontario government of Doug Ford over the issue of funding military veterans' health care expenses? This action threatens to leave a shortfall of millions of dollars in hospitals in close proximity to military bases, primarily in Pembroke, Kingston, Trenton, and Borden. Then there's the veteran, Captain Kimberly Fawcett, who fought with the government to get a prosthetic leg paid for and was refused. While she is running to be elected as an MP for the Conservatives against Bill Blair, the Minister for Border Security and Organized Crime, or some such. The problem for Trudeau is that the optics of this look like yet another kick to the vets. Remember when he told one vet at a town hall,
"They're asking for more than we are able to give right now."
Yet in the past year, he has spent billions of dollars to assist third world countries with their health care and other endeavors. Never mind our veterans. But we gave Uganda $451 million and the Congo $359 million, just to name a couple of the blunders of this Prime Minister. But it's not just veterans he has alienated. He has managed to alienate much, if not all, of Western Canada. I was in Edmonton on the weekend at a family wedding. The usual rule of thumb at a family event like that is not to talk about politics. But at this wedding, many folks were talking about this election and about how angry they are at this Liberal government. There are so many folks who are out of work because of the policies of this government. People are having trouble meeting their mortgage payments, putting food on their tables, and dreading the upcoming winter with the increased costs to heat their homes. The anger is palpable. This has triggered a Western separation movement, the like of which we haven't seen since Pierre Trudeau was the Prime Minister and in the days of the NEP that was so hated in Alberta. It cost many jobs and the collapse of many companies such as Dome Petroleum. The difference this time is that Saskatchewan and BC are feeling the same alienation. In the 80s, Saskatchewan had an NDP government and no energy sector to speak of. It's totally different now with a vibrant energy sector after the successive and successful governments of Brad Wall and Scott Moe. Most of BC, save and except for the Lower Mainland, is looking forward to jobs created by LNG and pipeline construction. But then there's the Trudeau government, which is standing in the way of economic growth in favor of their dubious religion of climate change. And that is what it is, a religion with no basis in scientific fact. And then there is the rise of the Bloc Quebecois in Quebec. Left for dead after their successes in the 90s, they seem to be back on the rise and could gain enough seats in the election to actually hold a balance of power in the next government, depending on the way things evolve. It's an amazing record Justin Trudeau has put together. He has pissed off the West, and in particular Alberta, which historically has paid the bills for the whole country. He has pissed off BC, which leans to the center politically because his policies have prevented economic expansion in pipelines and LNG. He has pissed off Saskatchewan by not encouraging their energy sector growth. And he has pissed off Quebec and caused the renewal of a left-for-dead separatist political party. What does he do for an encore in the next 4 years if he gets re-elected? Never mind the blackface, reporter groping, media exclusion, profligate spending, kissing up to the UN, obstruction of justice, excommunicating strong female MPs, being guilty of 2 ethics violations. He has managed to divide the nation in all regions. No easy feat. For True North, I'm Leo Knight.